But before we proceed, let us define first what is table tennis. Now, it is a sport in which two or four players hit a lightweight ball back and forth across a table using a small bat. That is the singular definition of table tennis. Now, table tennis is also known in other terms as ping pong. Any idea why is it called ping pong? Okay. It is called ping because of the sound of the bat striking the ball, and pong from the sound of the ball bouncing on the table. So again, let's recap. Ping for the sound of the bat striking the ball, and pong, sound of the ball bouncing on the table. Okay, so let's proceed now to its history. The brief history of table tennis has its origin in England as an after-dinner amusement for the upper-class Victorians in the year 1880s. It mimics the game of tennis in an indoor environment. So, in abroad or in other countries, they have four seasons. So, what are these four seasons? Namely, autumn, summer, winter, and spring. Okay, one of which is during the winter. Now, during winter season, the area is covered with snow. So, most likely, ang mga upper class Victorians, hindi sila nakakalabas outdoors dahil puno ng snow. Now, ayaw nila ng sedentary lifestyle. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng sedentary lifestyle? Kapag sinabi nating sedentary lifestyle, parang yung lifestyle natin during the COVID-19 lockdown. Paano ba yung lifestyle natin? Yung kain, matulog, mag-cellphone, nakakulong lang sa loob ng bahay. Now, these upper-class Victorians know that hindi pwede ang sedentary lifestyle, especially during winter season. Bakit? Kasi prone sila sa sakit. And during winter season or taglamig, kailangan i-boost ang immune system. Now, hindi lang nadadala sa vitamins ang pag-boost ng immune system. Ang number one na kailangan mong gawin ay physical activities. Now, kaya ang ginawa nila, yung outdoor game na tennis ay minimik nila or ginaya nila, incorporate nila into an indoor game. Okay? So, yun ang pinaka-origin ng table tennis. Now, next naman is, what can you see or observe on the picture? Ano sa tingin ninyo ang nationality ng lalaki na to? He is Chinese. While the woman naman is, napapansin nyo ba yan yung babae na yan nakataas ang kamay niya at may hawak na torch? O, siya si Statue of Liberty. Anong country naman ang nire-represent niya? It is the USA. Now, sa gitna naman ay mayroong net which implies diplomacy. Now, anong ibig sabihin niyan? This is called the ping-pong diplomacy. There was a time wherein muntik nang magkaroon ng giyera ang powerful countries na China and USA. Pero hindi yan natuloy dahil dinaan nila sa dinaan nila sa civil talking and also through sports. Now, ano ang indication niyan? This only means that sports has a powerful control to unite people. So, yan ang story ng ping-pong diplomacy. Next naman, balikan natin yung mga upper-class Victorians. Siyempre, nag-iimbento pa sila noon. Yung outdoor game na tennis, ginawa nila as an indoor game. Now, ano sa tingin ninyo ang gamit ng books noon? Okay, these books was utilized as the net. While yung cork naman, yung cork ading ko ay yung parang sara ng mga champagne or mga wine. Yan yung ginamit nila as the ball. And lastly, the cigar box lid was utilized as the paddle or the racket. Okay. Let's proceed to the year 1926. In the year 1926, the International Table Tennis Federation or the ITTF was established in Berlin. Now, anong country ang Berlin? It's Germany. Okay. The ITTF has three main objectives. Number one, to formulate laws in table tennis. 2. They see to it that the game is played as a contest for human skills. And lastly, they monitor the constant change in the equipment are being disseminated and strictly followed by all. Okay, speaking of the equipment in table tennis, let's proceed first to the table. Now, ang measurement ng table ay 9 feet long by 5 feet wide. Now, the net is situated at the center, 6 inches. Now, the table is 2.5 feet above the ground, and at the center, you can find the division line. Now, next naman, paddle or the racket. The paddles in table tennis are used to strike the ball onto your opponent's half of the table. Okay, that is the paddle or the racket. Now, ano yung napapansin yung two distinct colors ng paddle or racket? It is color red and black. Bakit color red and black? Bakit hindi yellow at green? Bakit hindi pink? Bakit hindi rainbow? Bakit red and black ang color ng paddle ng table tennis? Any idea? Okay. Here's the reason why behind it. One rubber is for speed and power. That is the red. And yung isa naman is for spin and control. That is the black. Now, kung mapapansin niyo ang surface ng table tennis paddle ay merong bilog-bilog na maliliit. Hindi siya clear surface, hindi siya smooth surface. Rather, meron siyang mga bumps. Yung mga bumps na yan ay tinatawag nating pimple. Kasi ang table tennis racket atin ko merong 4 types. Meron tayong normal, merong short pimple, may long pimple, and also the anti-spin. Now, merong gamit yan during the game. The highest friction among these 4 is the normal pimple and the lowest one is the anti-spin. Now, ano ang indication or gamit ng friction na yan during the game? Okay, kindly observe the rotation or spinning of the ball. Alin sa apat na yan yung merong pinakamabilis na pag-ikot ng bola? It is the normal pimple kasi siya ang may pinakamataas na friction level. While the lowest naman is the anti-spin. Okay, speaking of the ball is a spherical polymer ball made for the game. Ang diameter niya ay 40 mm, the weight is 2.5 grams, and the standard color should be white and bright yellow. Now, for the attire for men naman, half-sleeve shirt and shorts. For women naman, allowed ang skirt or shorts and playing shoes. Now, ang damit dapat, ang upper shirt ninyo ay hindi dapat magkapareho sa kulay ng bola. Ano ba yung allowed 2 colors na allowed na kulay ng bola? It is bright yellow and white. Okay. For the game, now a game normally consists of 11 points. But if the score is tied at 10, then the winner is the player or the pair that first scores 2 points more than the opposing player or pair. Now, when it comes to a match naman, a match may consist of best of 3 games or best of 5 games. Now, let's proceed to the rules. The choice of serving, receiving, or ends. The serve is decided by a toss coin. The winner picks sides or gets the serve. Now, the serve switches sides every 2 points. After 2 points have been awarded, your opponent gets to serve. Now, here are the 3 simple rules. Number 1, you have to stand behind the end of the table with the ball in the palm on the hand over the table's height. Number 2, any hitting of the ball must be done such that the ball passes over the net. And third, if the opponent cannot return it over the net and make it bounce on your side, then you win the point. Okay. Paano naman ang serving or service? The ball is held on a open, flat palm. The ball must be tossed up at least 6 inches and it must hit first on the server's side once and then going to the opponent's side. Now, the serving changes every 2 points is earned. Now, paano ba ang pag-serve? Okay. Ang unang gagawin, mag-toss coin muna para ma-identify kung sino ang magsaserve. And then, pagkatapos ng toss coin, paano ulit ang good service? You have to hold your ball in an open flat palm. I-toss mo siya ng ilang inches? It should be 6 inches. And then, saan unang maglaland ang bola? Sa side mo or sa side ni kalaban? Kapag magsaserve ka, dapat unang magland sa side mo and then sa side ni kalaban. That is good service. Now, paano naman ang pag-return? A return is good if it passes the net and then goes over and lands in the opponent's court. The ball cannot bounce 2 times in a row on the same side of the court. No, paano yan? For example, good service ba yan? Yung nasa screen. Yes, it is a good service kasi nagland muna sa side mo and then sa opponent's side. Now, paano ibabalik ni kalaban ang bola? Maglaland ba ulit sa side niya and then sa side mo? Hindi. Dapat, kapag magre-return ka, magland na yan sa side mo. For example, nag-service ka. Paano ibabalik ni kalaban yung bola? Saan maglaland? Dapat sa side mo na. That is the good return. Ang pagtuloy-tuloy na good return na yan ay tinatawag natin na rally. Okay? Now, for the order of the play, the server and receiver should make a good return alternately until the ball gets out of play. Now, let's proceed to the point system. A player loses a point if number 1, a player fails to make a good service. Now, paano ulit ang good service? Kasama sa good service ading ko ang paghawak sa bola. Hindi pwede na maarte ang paghawak ng bola. Dapat open flat palm. Ilang inches ang pagtoss? 6 inches. Then, saan unang maglaland ang bola? Sa side mo and then going to the opponent's side. That is a good service. Number 2, the player fails to make a good return. Now, paano ulit yung good return? For example, nag-serve ka. Paano ibabalik ni kalaban ang bola? Saan unang maglaland ang bola dapat? Saan? Sa side mo na. Okay. Number 3, the player's free hand touches the playing surface when the ball is in play. Ang ibig sabihin nito, ading ko, for example, yung isang kamay mo hawak ang paddle, meaning na yung free hand mo, dapat hindi niya mahawakan ang table. Never yan. Kapag once lang nahawakan mo, kahit the please lang, automatic yung points mo mapupunta kay kalaban. Number 4, the player volleys the ball. Paano yung volleys the ball? 2 beses mo na hinit yung bola. Number 5, the player's racket or anything he or she is wearing touches the net or its supports during the play. Na yung tinatawag nating supports ading ko, isuti, yun yung parang frame na pinaglagyan ng net. Kapag once na nahawakan mo yun or yung racket mo, nadaplisan lang yung supports na yun or yung net mismo, yung point mo mapupunta kay kalaban. Number 6, the players or anything he carries moves the playing surface during the play. So, it's important din ading kong, for example, short service. Kapag sinabing short service, kailangan mong habulin yung bola kasi malapit siya sa net. Kapag na-move mo lang kahit konti yung table, yung points mo mapupunta ulit kay kalaban. Number 7, he or anything he is wearing comes in contact with the ball before it touches the playing surface on his side of the net after a good return of the opponent. Dito napapasok yung rule ading ko na hindi ka pwedeng magdamit ng color orange, color bright yellow, or color white, or anything na kahawig ng kulay ng bola. Kasi there's a rule wherein kapag once na yung bola ay na-touch ng damit mo, automatic yung points mo mapupunta kay kalaban. Now, para mas madaling ma-monitor ading ko kung na-touch man ng bola yung damit mo, kailangan wag kang magsuot ng kaparehong kulay ng bola. Number 8, he strikes the ball out of his turn in doubles game. Okay. In doubles game, ading ko kasi, alternate ang, for example, kayo ni partner mo, ikaw ang nag-serve, and then i-return na ni kalaban. Ikaw ulit ang magre-return naman papunta kay kalaban? Hindi. Dapat sali kayo ng partner mo. Okay? And number 9, he strikes the ball twice in succession. Hindi pwedeng dalawang beses mong i-hit ang bola. Walang gadon. Once mo lang na i-hit ng paddle yung bola. And number 10, ball double touch on table surface kapag dalawang beses. Kailan ba dalawang beses na magbabounce ang bola sa table? During service lang. Mag-land sa side mo, and then mag-bounce papunta sa opponent side. Yun ang service. Pero during return, isang beses lang dapat na mag-land ang bola. Okay? Let's proceed to let, rest, and timeout. Kapag sinasabi nating let, it is valid by the receiver when the service touches the net. Paano yan? For example, good service ka, open flat palm, tinos mo ng 6 inches, hit mo siya, nagland sa side mo, kaso nung pupunta na siya sa side ni kalaban, na-touch ni net. Okay, nahulog yung bola, pero dapat yung bola magland sa opponent side para masabi nating let. Now, ano ang gagawin kapag let? Kailangan mong mag-serve ulit. Walang points yon. Need mo lang na mag-reserve. Now, paano naman kapag yung bola ay hindi nag-land sa opponent side? Rather, na-touch nga ng net kaso nag-land naman sa side mo. Paano yon? Okay. Ang points na ay mapupunta kay kalaban. Okay. Now, the rest and timeout, in between two games, rest time is 1 minute. Same with the timeout, 1 minute in each match. Ibig sabihin, for example, sa isang game, minsan ka lang pwedeng mag-timeout. Okay, for example, 3 games kayo. Nag-timeout ka na sa game 1. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-time out ulit sa game 1 ng dalawang beses kang mag-time out. Isang chance lang ang time out mo. Hintayin mo na mag-time out si kalaban mo. Okay? That is the rest and the time out. Now, yung rest naman is 1 minute between 2 games. Hindi pwedeng pagkatapos mo ng isang game, diretso ka na agad sa game 2. Hindi pwede 'yon. Kailangan mo rin ng rest. Ilang minutes 'yon? It is 1 minute. Now, let's proceed to the Filipino table tennis players. Number 1 is Richard Pancho Gonzalez. Now, he is the number 1 ranked player in the Philippines as of January 2014. A self-taught tennis player, Gonzalez became a champion at the age of 20 after winning the United States National Championships 2 years in a row, and Gonzalez turned professional. So, ano indication yan? Si Richard Pancho Gonzalez, atin ko, self-taught lang siya. Ibig sabihin, nagkaroon lang siya ng curiosity for the game table tennis, inobserve niya, bumili siya ng pichi-pichi na paddle at bola, tapos, sumabay siya doon sa mga nagtre-training or naglalaro doon sa covered court nila. Then, nagkaroon siya ng interest, dinevelop niya yung skills niya hanggang sa na-acknowledge siya from local to national and even to international competitions. Hanggang sa naging turn professional siya and naging champion pa siya 2 years in a row sa United States National Championship and table tennis. Next naman is si Ian Yanyan Lariba. Now, she is a female table tennis player who represented our country in international tournaments. She led the Philippine team to a first-place finish in the 2014 World Table Tennis Team Championship in Tokyo, Japan. Now, si Ian Yanyan Lariba, meron siyang proper training. Mula pagkabata, hilig na niya talaga ang table tennis. Now, during this time, ating kung meron siyang sakit, merong cancer si Ian, yan Lariba. But during this time na kahit nagdadialysis siya, nagtre-training pa rin siya, and even lumaban pa siya sa ibang bansa at nanalo pa siya. So, dito makikita talaga yung passion niya sa paglalaro ng sports na table tennis. Even through her hardship times or yung mga hard times niya, syempre kung ikaw nagdadialysis ka, hihina ang katawan mo. Pero kahit na parang meron siyang sakit na iniinda, pinursu pa rin niya yung passion niya na paglalaro ng table tennis at ni-represent ang ating country at nanalo pa siya. That is Ian Yanyan Lariba. Now, what are the moral lessons that we can learn from them? Number one, social status is not a hindrance to success. Makikita yan kay Pancho Gonzalez. Number two, determination, consistency, and faith can help you achieve your goals. Number three, life is too short, so do the things you love the most. Makikita yan kay Ian Yanyan Lariba. And lastly, proper training and execution of skills leads to better results. Hindi kasi pwede atin ko na parang okay ka na sa skills mo porque marunong ka, porque akala mo magaling ka na, hindi. You need proper training also. Kaya kailangan mo ng guidance, tulong ng mga expert, ng mga coaches para mas ma-hone or ma-develop pa ang skills mo. Now, speaking of the skills, ang skills na to, ang discussion natin, itutuloy ko for the part 2 of our video discussion.